What is up, you beautiful people? It is your boy Young Cub joining me today with is Paralia. We're going to be bringing you the vice captain, or not the vice captain, excuse me. We're bringing you the draft for the Challenger division of the Husky Fang Season 2, the Draft League. Paralia, thank you for joining me. What are your thoughts? Who are you excited to see? Uh, Tell me how you're feeling.
Well, I am very delighted to join you here, Cub. We are definitely excited to see who is going to choose who for their players in this division. I'm pretty psyched to see who's going to get picked and who won't be getting picked. Um, I do wish everyone good luck, and we will be starting here. With our first group, the Secret Seekers, with our captain and vice captain. I believe they have chosen. Let's see here.
And
Let's
so while they're doing
see.
that, Para, I gotta ask the
Mhm.
really important question here. The team names, who's winning this? Like, who's got the best team name? Who's gonna win off their team name alone? I think last season my team name, it was clever. It hit the cards. It hit all the check marks, and I think that's the only reason we won. Who's gonna win season two Challenger Division because of their team name here?
I have a quite a big feeling that we might be seeing. Mm, For winning the team name, I I believe the the Izamamis do appear to be a um quite a big fan club. So I have a feeling like that team name is probably one of the best. I would like to know what stands for the 5Ds as well. Um I'm
Yeah,
not too sure what that means.
I have no idea. I'm curious. I'm sure they'll reveal it to us eventually.
Mhm.
My mind immediately goes to a dirty place, so hopefully they kept it PG with this and are going to throw us for a loop. As far as my predictions here, this don't blink team name pretty clever. Like it's a reference. I don't know. It has this triple meaning, right? Like uh, don't blink, like blink ruin in the game. Don't blink. I think it's a reference to one of those old shows. I'm gonna say Doctor Who. I think if you blink, you die, or something like that. So very clever coming out from this Nathan DePaulo Energy squad. So I'm pulling for him. Nathan's my pal, so maybe I was biased in saying that. Who knows? But some good team names here. I'm happy to see it, and I'm happy to get into this draft. If Chiron, if you want to hurry up, please. Uh, let's
Oh,
move this thing along.
I did get a message from Chiron, and they have chosen ZRG Anime.
ZRG Anime is the first overall pick of the HFDL Challenger Draft. Now, what do we know about ZRG here? He's a jungler. He's a strong jungler. I think he put up some really good results in the scouting ground games. I think this is a solid pick. The thing about Chiron is he's a very flexible player. He I don't know. He does a lot. He can mid lane. He can ADC. He can solo if he wants to. Chiron can kind of play everywhere. So with his captain, who he already has great built-in synergy with, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm assuming ZRG Anime is going in this jungle role, but I like this flex. Who knows who's going where? I think it's really good early in draft to kind of keep the people guessing.
Yes, I believe that we're gonna see some very interesting pickups. And since you know very well who is who here, as I'm pretty sure like we've got quite a few good new names in here as well. So I would like to see some new people being played this season.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be exciting seeing some of the vets come back and also see what the new players have. Oath, it might be beneficial to go back over to this draft list just so the captains can kind of see who's left on the table briefly. All I see is the bingo card. All right. Well, thank you. So ZRG Anime going first overall here. So next up, we have the Giants team with the new captain, Shawtastic. He's put up some great showings. I'm interested to see what he's going to prioritize. The thing about Giants, I know Shawtastic is a mid laner, but so is Giants, right? He also can jungle. He can do various things. Very good choice and vice captain because Giants is a vocal player. I think Shawtastic is too. I'm curious to see who they're going to pick and what role they're going to squeeze into. These are, again, two very flexible players, uh, kind of leaving some ambiguity to what's going to happen next. So, yeah, let's get into this. Shawtastic.
So I did receive a message from Giant, and they did pick up Norman for their team.
Norman, the solo laner. I know he kind of has a name behind him. I never personally got to see him play. I think he's one of those Kizzy boys. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I labeled you as that if you're not, but he's a strong player. I know he's a strong solo laner, has the potential to frag at any time. I think that's a great pickup.
Yeah, I've heard that everybody really wanted Norman on their team, so I can definitely see that he is picked this first round.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Super great pick. I think Giants and Norman have some history together. I think they've played together before, and so yeah, really, really good to see this already getting some built-in synergy. I think similar to how the Secret Seekers, Chiron and Post have played together, and I think Anime also they've all played together before, and same with this 5D squad. Shantastic, he came into the league, kind of the new guy. But he's likable. He's kind of all over the place, and it's good to see him making friends out there. So really really good pickup, and yeah, I'm excited to see what these three can do and what the rest of the draft holds for us. So moving on to the Joy Wolf and Virtually squad, Waffle House with the O. You can't mess that one up. You never will. But Joy Wolf virtually already kind of a scary pairing, right? Virtually, I think he's going back to his home role and they pick up none other than I Am So Washed. I think another solo laner slash mid laner. This is a scary pairing. It virtually goes back home to the jungle lane where he once belonged and how he's been fragging throughout these scouting games on, picks like Mercury and Cali and things like that. It's going to be scary to see a player of the level of I'm So Washed. If they have any built in any synergy at all, if they develop that over time, this is maybe going to be the team to beat already. Joy Wolf is a great support player. He's going to keep his mid laner alive. So whichever one of these two is the mid laner, they're in safe hands with the captain Joy Wolf. And I'm So Washed is a known fragger. So is Virtually, season one champion on my team last season. Really great player. I think this is going to be a really strong team already. And moving on to the Ravaging Rabbits, Pterodactyl Man and CL Woke, another strong pairing. They're picking up Anon Steve. You can't fault that, right? Steve is a great mechanical player, but even more than that, he is maybe one of the smarter players in the league, maybe one of the smartest players in the league. He's a great carry. I don't know what role he's going in yet. He's a great support. He's just a great team player. He sees the overall vision of the map and what people like to see. A great pickup.
Yeah, I I think we were all thinking like how has Steve not gotten picked yet? Is it because he is Steve and doing Steve things? But I am happy that he did get picked up for the rabbits and hopefully he will continue to not feed in his games.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Steve is a great player, but he has been busy doing stat things. But that being said, Steve may have been the smartest pickup I can imagine because as the manager of the stats, he can make you guys look so good if he wanted to. He could give you all a 40.2 KD every single game. No one would know that he was lying ever. So moving on to the band of misfits. What do we have coming from this Nihilus and Dark Fox Wolf squad?
I'm still waiting for them. They have a minute to decide here, but I think oh, I did get a name, so I will be adding that on here. They picked up Royal.
Royal, the premier Dodger, he said he didn't belong up there. I would tend to disagree the way he's fragged out in some of these games, but extremely strong solo laner. He really fragged out in the NA West finals. He dropped, some double kill game or double digit kill games. He's a strong player in a strong role. and he plays it really well. I think that this team will be a really strong team just with who's on the table there. So really good to see him go so early. People see the value in him, and people see that hey, maybe this guy should have stayed Premier. And so hopefully he proves that here when the games get started here in this upcoming week.
Yes, and we are now moving on to the Izamamis. Mommy, sorry. They have picked up Evan Lee Kid CT.
Yes, yeah, Evan Lee Kid, another newcomer to the league. He put up some really great numbers. I believe in the carry role, he's really strong. I think he's a carry jungle main. I could just be, way out of my gourd though. Who knows? I know he plays carry though. I know that when I was looking at this draft, I saw that name and I think he's a master's level player, maybe a diamond I think he's diamond PC is what he is. He's a strong player. I think he put up consistent good numbers and personally, looking at this draft, I think he's easily a top three ADC from what I've seen across the board. And
I
so moving on.
know.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Moving on, we got a um a running back to season 1, picking up Tragic Fox for Don't Blink team.
Tragic Fox off the table now. Another really strong ADC pick. She's just gotten better and better and better. This Don't Blink squad, yeah, Nathan and Henergy, they're kind of a vibey crew already. I know that Nathan and Tragic they have history as old as time, and so they've played together quite a lot. And so I definitely kind of expected him to pick this Tragic Fox up if she was left on the table. Um, yeah, the thing that's about their draft is it's not leaving a lot of ambiguity, right? Like we kind of know where all these players play already. I'm not going to reveal anything to any of the other captains, but uh, you know, who cares? I think Nathan's thinking like, who cares if they know where we're playing? We're a stacked team already. We're strong. Like, let them know what we're going. We're ready for whatever comes at us.
Yes, and now we are waiting for Assassin Mario's team, the 0 to 100 team. I can definitely see that they might be choosing a strong pick here, but I am just waiting for that. We're just gonna give them a minute to decide and see what they choose.
Definitely, yeah. Assassin Mario, he was a captain last season, a really good one at that. He's maybe one of the nicest guys I met in this league. He's extremely like a sweet guy, really cares about his players. And I know Pest News is also kind of a vibey vice captain, right? He talks a lot. He's kind of a humorous guy from what I've heard. He's funny, and so it's just a vibey squad already. And I think they're both tank players, and so it's going to be interesting to see who they pick up here and they pick up Squid, or Squid E, as I like to call him. And yeah, I think Squid is a solo laner also. So obviously, one of these guys is a damage dealer. I will say Assassin Mario was a support last season, but I know he's also been known to jungle and play these damage roles too. So, maybe he's just like, whatever it takes to keep me alive in these fights, let's make it happen. And so I think this is a really great pickup of Squid, another newcomer to the league who's had some really great results. And on that note of this 0 to 100 draft pick, with the snake draft that we use around here in the Husky Fang League, it is Assassin Mario's time to pick once again. So I wonder. I really think this eighth spot is a strong place to be in. Um, you get that double pick, so you can instantly pick like a really strong duo laner if you want, or a really strong mid and jungle synergy. Like it's the between first and eighth pick. I think those are the best two picks to have because you can really get some built-in synergy just from having that pick.
Yes, yeah, like I feel like having a strong dual lane, especially with this recent meta with hunters doing hunter things and just killing everything on sight. I wonder if that will be the case for the next patches, which hopefully hopefully we do not have that, but that's just me as a solo laner. Um, we did get their next pick, and they did pick up not probably the the one that I will call the best in helping us with the server, and that will
Mm-hmm.
be Oath. They picked up
Oath,
Oath.
Daddy, Papa, Oath. You love to see it. He's a really, really good player and obviously a super nice guy. Puts up with so much of the crap in the chat that's always in there. You love to see him go. Hate to see him leave. Sort of thing here, but Oath's a really good player. He really early on in last season he put up some crazy numbers with his famous or infamous Persephone mid. He's just a great player, a great person to play with, a good shot caller. Um, yeah, I'm honestly a bit surprised he snuck through this long, but I think these are great two pickups from the 0 to 100 squad. And so moving on, it's going back to Don't Blink and the Nathan DePaulo Energy Tragic Fox squad that's arising here. I'm interested to see who they're going to pick, if they're going to pick up a jungler or support, maybe something off the wall. Who really knows? So Nathan, without further ado, what would your pick be?
Also, before I give out what Nathan picked, have you noticed like on our bingo cards who has not been picked up yet and who we've been thinking that would be picked up?
I have
And
noticed. I don't want to name this person, but if you've been following chat, you know who this person is. I know some people. This player that's on the table to the other captains. He's a strong player, and I know there's a drinking game going on for every time he doesn't get picked. People are taking a shot, so it looks like we're already getting some alcohol poisoning in the chat just from whoever's following along with the drinking game of this person not getting picked. So, anyways, without further ado, don't blink. Nathan DePaulo, what will your pick be, sir?
he has picked the Reser.
Twitch TV player, I believe, by the way. Oh no, not I'm lying. I don't know what I'm talking about. The Derezer. I think he's a Masters player. I think he's one of the few Masters players that snuck through Premier, or maybe he came in after. I can't recall. He's a really good player. I've seen him on support. I think he's maybe I'm gonna say the top three, a top three support on this side of things, just to spare feelings. But he's a very good player. I think this is a very great pickup, and it looks like Nathan is picking up someone that can keep the tragic fox alive, and maybe himself alive really, really well. Just so they can free cast a little bit more. So a good pick here. I'm interested to see how this team performs. No bias, though, of course. I've never been biased once in my life. But, anyways,
Hmm.
moving on to the wonderful caster, friend of many, Kingfisher. He's a great guy. Talked to him once, and I knew that I liked this fella. So the Izamamis, I'm interested to see who they pick up. They have a. I guess what's interesting is Kingfisher. I've known him as an ADC this whole time, and I've known Evan Lee is an ADC too. So really, no clue who's going where, but it's going to be well. Actually, I take that back. Kingfisher's name in chat, I believe, right now is that mid. So maybe that's a little bit of insight on where he might be performing this upcoming season. So without further ado, Kingfisher.
So, Kingfisher has picked up my captain from my West team last season, the one and only Vex.
All right, Vex. This is a player I don't really know much about. So Para, maybe you could give me some insight on how he plays, what he does. If you think this is a good pick, or if you think that, oh no, he's the most toxic captain I ever had, why would you ever do that?
So, I feel bad for Vex because he mostly mains in solo lane, and being very new last season, I was a solo laner, so he had to go off role for me, which I humbly thank him for his sacrifice. But I will say he does have some big plays, and he is a captain, so from season one, and he is a shot caller. So I have a feeling with this kind of team, having people who make good calls is very important.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm a big believer in the more communicative team, the team that talks the most. Um, they win the games, right? Like if you have just better shot calling, better communication, uh, I'm just huge on that. Like if your team is talking about where the jungler is at all times, it makes my job as a jungler so tough to get anywhere without just getting collapsed on. And so a team like this that's a bunch of communicators, really a strong thing. And moving on, sorry, I get caught up talking sometimes. I learned it from Jimmy. I'm just kidding, unless I'm not. Anyways, a band of misfits, nihilists. They pick up Sabnova, the partner of Husky Fang. She's got a strong fan base to follow her, and a really great pick. She's a strong player, and yeah, this is a double gamer girl, if you want to call it, the double female team so far. You love to see it. Really great pickup. Savnova is great. She's a sweet person, good on comms, not easily tilted, and really performs on her gods really, really well. Glad to see her drafted. And I am just being told that somebody has gifted, I believe, 10 subs from an anonymous. So, whoever anonymous is, I hear a lot about you on the news sometimes. Thank you, sir, or ma'am, or they, them, whatever you may be, non binary. Thank you so much. And moving on, I'm surprised he made it so far. Optic
Mhm.
Blaster for this Pterodactyl Man squad, the Ravaging Rabats. Really, I think he was, I think, the best solo laner last season. And I think that he might just do it again. I don't really know. He's a great player. He has a specific play style that is uh really, really taxing on some teams to try to shut down. He does his thing, and he gets in the optic zone, as I call it, and he will crush a whole backline by himself if he has to. That's such a strong pick, and yeah, happy to see Optic is back. Happy to see what he's going to do in this Challenger League this upcoming season.
And following with Optic, I just have two words about him. Baka Solo. Oh my goodness, this man with his baka has traumatized me. To the point where I was like, I'm not letting this happen to me ever again. So I will give props to Optic for teaching me the hard way in solo lane.
Absolutely, yeah. He's an absolute menace, and not just Baka solo, but I'm not gonna say his main god because I don't want him to get banned out like he did all last season. But I know he bullied my solo laner with Sylvanas, and my solo laner still has nightmares. He keeps them up every single night. He has a reoccurring dream that Optic is mannequin Sylvanasing him to death over and over. And speaking of solo laners, Patrocles joining the Waffle House squad. This squad is looking so good already, but so are all the other teams too. But Patrick Lee's, one of the premier solo laners from last season. He's really a good mechanical player. He plays his picks extremely well. I'm sure you laned against him at some point, Para. So he's kind of great mechanically. Yeah, I think this is a good squad and a great pick here.
This man loves his Achilles so much.
All right.
Oh,
Well, Vago, Torn and Vago, thank you for the gifted subs. You are the GOAT, perhaps. Maybe the best. Maybe the GOATest GOAT. Who knows? We really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the stream and the league. And moving on to the 5 Ds, whichever the Ds are, who knows what they mean. We have Weeb since 1998, a really good pick. I don't know too much about this player. I know I've seen him in my lobbies a lot, and I know that I've seen him do a lot of different things. I think he's a really good mechanical player, capable of doing a lot, capable of playing many different roles. I think it's a great pick. I don't know if you have any more insight on Impera, but these teams, I know it's Challenger Draft. I know it's supposed to be lower league, but these teams are looking stacked so far. Like they are good players with good synergy and just good looking teams overall. I'm looking at every single one of these draft picks so far, and I'm like, okay, who's the weak team here? I don't even know.
I'm with Weep since 1998. I just have a question. Why is it not Weep since 1996? Like, come on. 1996 was like the OG year, you
That
know?
is the OG year. I am
Mm-hmm.
also a 96er, so I have to agree. Just be born 2 years earlier, bro.
Hey,
Like Like, step up your game. Tell your mom to step up her game. Tell your parents to get it on 2 years sooner, to be honest. Like, come on now.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Soli Pie, the legend, thank you for the gifted sub. And Trinavago, I hope I'm not butchering this name. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You guys are great. We really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the stream and the Husky Fang.
So I
The
will
completed
say
hype train also. Let's go. We love the hype trains. And
we
Para was about to
want
say
that hype
anything.
train,
We love the hype
honestly.
train.
I wanted to say that everyone, you gotta hold your shots now because our last pick for round two is Kill Shot.
Killshot is finally picked the uh, self-proclaimed best jungler season one. I don't know if I agree with that. I think I don't know. I would have liked to ran at him more than I got to run at him, but a great pick. He's a really great jungler. Has really good meta picks right now that he's really comfortable on. And then yeah, this is the player we were talking about. The drinking game can stop. I'm sorry for all the drunkards that took a shot. This other what is that? 16 picks or something like that. 15 shots so far. Yeah, RIP your guys' livers. I'm glad I wasn't following along with that, but kill shot finally goes. You love to see it, but you also kind of hate to see it too. But he's going to be a strong addition to the Secret Seekers team. And talking about strong additions to the Secret Seekers, not hard to say with all this alliteration, but they have another pick, and I wonder who it's going to be.
So, yes, we are starting with round three. Oh, we got more subs coming in?
Let's go.
Trinavago. 15 subs from Trinavago total. Oh my gosh. Thank you for subbing and donating, guys.
Yeah, thank
Big
you so
thank
much.
you.
And let's not forget, we also got one more gifted sub from who was it? I missed it. I saw it from
Rage
Rage
more.
More 725. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the support you're giving us. We love doing these things for you, and your gifted subs help with that, and they help with prize pools and keeping us fed and all of that. So we really really appreciate it. Really really from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. And so I didn't see it sneak up there, but there it is, Cactus Arms, the one and only. Uh, Also a bit of a pumpkin aficionado from what I hear. But Cactus Farms, a great support player, really really nice guy, really nice on comms. Uh, Really good to see him go. I think the Secret Seekers they had a thought out draft. I don't know that they didn't get everyone that they wanted. To be honest, I talked to Chiron a bit. I think he's ecstatic with everyone he's gotten so far.
Oh,
All right, Trinidad,
Trinavago
I got
is
more
the
gifted.
main person we're going to talk about for gifting all these subs. My goodness.
Exactly. 5 more just gifted, 20 total. You need to slide into my DMs and just start giving me money if you're this rich. Like, I don't know what I got to do, but I'm looking for a sugar daddy slash mommy. So,
Oh
help a brother
my.
out.
Yeah, help a cub out so he doesn't have to keep selling his feet pics. Thank you.
I don't make much off of them. They're kind of busted, I'm gonna be honest with you. But thank you nonetheless for the 20 total subs. You are the GOAT. Thank you.
And now
And
we have the 5Ds picking up the only one nut.
only one nut leaves the draft now. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I saw him play any games, but um I don't really know what I know about only one nut, to be honest with you. Do you know have any information on this person?
Um, I do not know who only one nut is, but apparently they can only nut once, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's I don't know if it's good for them. I think it's kind of unfortunate. Or maybe I don't know if they can only nut once or if they only have one nut. But I'm hoping it's the latter so they can nut infinite times just with one, like half pressure. But I don't know. but only one nut. I believe it's a support player. Actually, now that I'm looking back on stats and things, only one nut finally goes. It looks like this team wasn't needing a support player anyways, and so good to see them go. One nut, thank you. Slide in my DMs. Let's talk sometime, or whatever. Good to see you go. Sorry I didn't have more information on you, but without further ado, yeah, and Jimmy gets to 10 subs or whatever. Okay, good job, Jimmy. Yeah, great. I'm just kidding. Jimmy, thank you so much. I don't know if you can keep up with Trivago or Trinabago or I don't remember the name anymore, but Jimmy, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Very sweet of you. If you really want to flex that cash though, Tornavago, if you really want to flex that accountant money, uh come on now, at least 100, bro. Like step up the game.
Yes, and we've got Waffle House picking up Ascension?
Ascensione, as the French like to say.
Oh gosh, not the
I
French.
The French, you gotta love the French. Ascensione, yeah, a jungle player from what I remember. I think it's a good pickup. I don't know that this team needed a jungler, but I'm guessing that my thoughts are junglers can play any role. I'm not biased, but they can. And so probably just a good mechanical player. They're gonna slap him in a role. It looks like he might go for the carry role. This Waffle House squad is looking really scary and really good. Yeah, really really good picks here coming out from Joy Wolf and Vert. I think they did their uh I don't even know the word, their research on this pick. And moving on to the Ravaging Rabbits, the pterodactyl man pterodactyl and the CL woke or clowoke as some would call him pick up the season one menace in many meanings of that word. The jungle difference. He's coming back from season one. He really put up some really good showings from in jungle. He diffed myself even. He diffed a lot of people in the carry role, and then he proceeded to diff a lot of people in the solo role. I don't think a lot of people knew about him because I think he played one game and snuck through because of season one, uh, priority. But a really good pickup. The test of time will be in Jungle Difference's time off. Did he meditate enough? Did he become Zen? Did he understand himself and search his inner eye to be able to not tilt in season two? Will he be able to not be toxic? Will he be able to just be the Zen player that he can be, and will he frag out because of the new, perhaps reformed jungle difference? I'm excited to see him play this season.
And will he be nice to Oath once? Cause Jungle JD really has has a like love hate relationship with Oath. So
I would go as far to venture to say it's a hate relationship there, and hopefully they can see a counselor, maybe couples therapy. I don't know. I know it's healthy for many. So let's get these guys to be a team again, and yeah, let's let them be friends. Hakuna Matata, my friends. And so Band of Misfits pick up the 20-star, maybe more, 30-star. I don't know how many he has. Thanatos himself. Nihilus picks him up. SEAL Team 2, a great support and jungle player. He's got a specific play style that mainly Thana. He can frag on it. He's a really good player, a really good pickup, and some of the best comms, and not just what he says on comms, but that man has a smooth and buttery voice. So you love to see it. If not for nothing, he's a positive player, and just his comms are so nice to listen to. So you get SEAL Team 2 talking on your team. You can listen to it all day. So I think this is a smart pickup from a band of misfits.
yes, I believe everyone really loves Seal. Even EU loves Seal. Um for helping out, being a great camera and definitely the voice. I've always had lots of compliments on Seal's voice. So, it, you know, I strive to be a Seal. So, I love Seals. And
Absolutely.
we are waiting for Fisher to talk with their
Trinavago
vice
with another
captain.
5 subs. Can you believe the cash this person is dishing out? Thank you so much again. You're the legend. I'll call you the goat and the legend every time if it's getting all these subs for us. So thank you again. And Ragemore725 gifting Steve a sub. Thank you so much for your contribution. So moving on to the Izamamis, Kingfisher, what's your last pick gonna be? It looks like I'm seeing Chasm Temp hovered over. Looks like Chasm has been picked. Chasm, yeah, I saw him playing some of these games. I believe he's a carry main. I don't know where they're gonna put him because Steve is also a carry main, but I think this is a smart last pick. Or sorry, this isn't even the Steve team, is it? I was getting ahead of myself, I guess, or getting behind myself. I don't know. Kingfisher and Evan Lee both carries. Chasm also a carry, so maybe they're gonna use the infamous triple hunter strat. Hunter in every role because they're just busted with crit right now. I wouldn't want to see it. I don't want to fight this team if they're all gonna just keep autoing me. How do I run up on 3 people autoing me with crit? I simply can't. Smart pickup here from Kingfisher. And moving on to Don't Blink, the final pick. I wonder what they're gonna pick.
I wonder too. I believe they might be talking about their last pick, especially since it is gonna be the last one. So I can tell like a lot of people that I've been asking for their picks, some would reply right away, and others would be like, how long do we have? So they are taking their time to think about these decisions for sure.
Definitely, yeah, and especially getting this late into the draft. This is kind of the unfortunate side of being so late in the draft. Like, yeah, you get some strong middle of the pack double picks on this side of the I don't know, bracket, whatever you want to call it. Uh, it's hard to pick. I'm seeing some really strong names still left on the board. It's honestly it's kind of heartbreaking to not be able to see um everyone play. I think these players are great and they're all really great people to play with. But it looks like Don't Blink picks a giant dog as their last pick. And so what we know about a giant dog here, it looks like he's going to be going in the jungle here, but maybe not. I don't know, but I think he had some really good showings. I think he's a seasoned player, and I think he's a diamond ranked player at that. So I think this is a strong pick. There's players from all different ranges of ranks and things like that. So this last pick is a hard one to do, and I think they made their decision here. So leaving it to now the Oath Squad, Assassin Mario 0 to 100 here. I wonder what their last pick's going to be. They have some really strong picks left on the table.
Oh my. So I'm laughing at this because Mario, his last pick, he wanted to last pick me, but I am not playing in this in the draft, and thus I believe he is probably still talking with his vice captain, but I will
Well,
say thank you for trying to pick me, but I am not in this list.
very kind of Mario, and it would have been a great last pick, right? You fragged on the Cthulhu, you fragged on the Guan Yus. Really a funny pick. Would have loved to see Paralia frag some more this season, but she a big girl now. She got busy admin things to do. So I don't know what the para equivalent is here, but I'm gonna see, and hopefully you're not insulted by it. Who Mario thinks is the para equivalent? Who does he think can keep up with who he wanted, the Paralia, the undraftable. I wonder. So Mario, hurry it up, dog. We're trying to wrap this thing up in record time.
Mario, you said the para equivalent, right?
Uh huh. Uh-huh.
So I know his real pick, but before he sent me his real pick, he picked you.
Okay, now he's just tugging on all heartstrings. I accept. I will come and be on this team. Thank you, everyone. End of
Nah,
the stream. We'll
nah,
talk to you
nah,
later.
nah. Not having that. No, you stay in your own lane, sir.
I don't have a lane. I'm literally the jungler. Like I'm never gonna stay in a lane. Come on now. But Mario, thank you. Very sweet. I don't blame you for picking Para first before me. She's a little less abrasive, a little friendlier. Uh, but
Hmm.
thank you for making me your second last pick. Uh, I think it's a compliment. I don't know. But Mario, for real, come on now. We're
I
all
will
uh,
announce his last pick now.
okay. I'm ready. We're
Mario
all ready.
has chosen, drum roll please. I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't have drums on me, but
Uh-huh.
just
I'm
drum
tapping things.
roll. It will be Zexagon.
Zexagon, I was expecting this to happen. A really good player. I was expecting him to go much earlier. He plays carry really well. He plays jungle really well. He's just a strong player. I think this is a really really good pick, especially to go this late in the draft. I think he's going to surprise this Challenger League this upcoming season. And we have the full draft list. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. I mean, I'm not wrapping this up just yet, but thank you for participating to all the leftover players. You guys are great. We hope you stick around because there's always teams that with flakes on them, with teams that don't get along synergy wise. There's teams that just end up hating each other, and so you'll be needed. I see some really great players that got left over, so please don't take it personal. It's just not everyone can go, and sometimes some captains just saw more of one player than another. So please stick around because we'll always need substitutions, sometimes permanent replacements. But thank you guys for participating, and thank you, Para, for joining me. And I'm not sure if we're going to get the captains to say some words in here. Para, do you know if they were interested in that sort of thing?
I will be asking right now for any captains. Ping me right now if you'd like to come in and give your final thoughts on who you picked. I know we don't want to run the stream too late, but it would be nice to hear from them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I
Oath
think
has questions for Assassin Mario.
yeah, get your buns here, guys. Come on, we want to hear from you. We love you guys. We're really interested to see your thought processes through draft and if you're satisfied with who you picked up. So come on, swing on in. The water's fine. It looks like we might be able to get some people in here. Perhaps Kyrod,
Okay, I
Sean,
have
Juan.
Nathan. He wants to join us, so let me move
Okay.
him.
Hello, the Nathan, the Paulo, the lovely captain of Don't Blink here. How are you feeling, buddy?
Buddy, I couldn't be feeling better. I gotta tell you, lot of okay when you go 23rd with your last pick, you don't really know what it's gonna go, and especially when your first pick is seventh in the list, you don't know how it's gonna go. I basically drafted the team I wanted to out of the gate. Very little compromise made, and I think one of the big things is. And I was just talking to my vice about this. We don't have any boat anchors. We don't have any dead weight other than me. And if I can draft four better players than me, I think I'm winning. So I feel great about this.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I think you have a really good-looking squad, not just appearance-wise. Like you're a handsome man, Nathan, but like,
Thank you. I noticed
uh,
that about you as well.
oh, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's spend the rest of this draft talk just
Talking
hyping each
about how
other up.
sexy everybody in this game is.
Exactly, yeah. But I think your squad's really good and very pleasant squad at that. I don't know. I haven't talked to Giant Dog. Maybe I have once actually. I certainly haven't talked to the Derezer. But your first three picks here, including yourself, just pleasant people. So you love to have that on a team. And I'm interested to see, is there another team here on this list that you are kind of worried about? Like, is anyone sticking out as scary? And I'm also curious to hear, is there going to be a main shot caller for you guys, and who do you think that might be?
I think we're going to have to work that out in play. Initially, I imagine it to be myself, but then as we find out people's strengths, etc., we've got a lot of seasoned players. We got people who are very good, and I trust people to do their role. And so I
Mhm.
think that we're going to find that we do a lot of team shot calling, if I were to guess. As far as teams that I'm scared of, I got to say, overall, this draft is, like you said, it's a lot of stacked teams. I don't know how much I want to call one particular team out and give them credit, but you know what? I'm just going to say Waffle House. Again, no fat on that team. Lot of ace players. They all do their role really well. We're going to see how that goes. That and personally, I just don't know if I can kill virtually. Like he's such a sweet man.
Yeah, he's a nice fellow, And at that, if you do kill him, he's gonna certainly make you feel bad for killing him. Like he made me
Yeah.
feel bad for not picking him in Premier Draft, which I might have regrets about. I might not. Who knows? But I feel bad about it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He may have gaslit me a little bit, but I'm not a happy camper about that. So, anyways, Nathan, I think we're gonna boot you off quickly. Keep this show rolling. But thank you for giving your thoughts. Congratulations on your draft going how you want it to, and we look forward to seeing you in this upcoming season.
Thank you both.
Hmm.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna bring in Joy in here. Let's see.
That
Hello,
sweet
Joy.
boy, Waffle House Captain Joy Wolf. Thank you for joining us. You heard my questions. How are you feeling about who you drafted? How you feeling about the other teams? Who's gonna shot call? Are you a happy camper?
Welcome to Waffle House. How may I take your order? But
Mm-hmm.
no, seriously. Really happy with how things turned out. Thanks to Nathan for the shout out. Love hearing that Waffle House in his silky smooth voice. Um, to answer your questions, what were they again?
Uh, well, my first question: do you think that building this team, do you think over time, uh, the Waffle House with the team synergy being built up, you make friends in leagues, right? Like you play week after week, you get to know each other, you get to know the personal lives of each other. Do you think the Woeful House will become a Woeful Home, perhaps?
You know, I actually have been playing with Patrocles in the off season. We've been grinding. Vert's goaded, so um, should be good.
Absolutely. And do you have a main shot caller on your team? Is my last question here.
Considering that we haven't really played together yet, I think we'll find that out with time. But we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. And I guess my last question, because I'm always lying. Any other team that kind of caught your eye that you're like, ooh, that might be a little spooky?
Well, I've already designated the Izumamis as my friendly rival. So
Sure.
regardless of the teams, I'm gonna say them. Also, just want to throw it out there. That was my name. I came up with that for Fisher. You're
Uh,
welcome.
Oh, go be humble somewhere else. Thank you for joining us, Joy Wolf, and
Thank you
we look
guys.
forward to seeing you play in the season. All
All
right,
right.
Para, who we got
Let's
here?
see here. Um, Let me grab. I have Dark. Let me see. I do not see Dark in a VC yet.
Dark, do the things. And Mario, come here, BB. I'm so curious. I got so many questions. I wanna come smooch you. Come here, please. So joining us now is none other than the Dark Fox Wolf, the Kukulkan and Tiamat Menace herself. Thanks for joining us. How you feeling about draft? How you feeling about this upcoming season? Tell us all of your thoughts. Everything that's inhabiting your mind right now. Let them all go.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for you guys letting me be in another season with this wonderful draft league. With the draft, I feel like me and Nihilus, we did pretty good. We got a lot of people that we wanted. Sad to see some go, but it is what it is. We'll still have fun, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think you definitely got some really good picks. I don't know. Yeah, I think that each one of you guys in any given game can are just capable of fragging. So I think it's going to be a really exciting squad to see. Do you think that just looking at your draft, you might have a specific shot caller? I kind of hinted that Seal Team might do that because he's got the silky smooth voice. Is that what you're interested in, or do you think it'll be a team effort?
We'll see. We'll probably play a couple games together just to see how the synergy is, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
It all
absolutely.
depends.
Absolutely, yeah. I know it's hard to say, and I'm putting you on the spot with these questions, but I think that's a good plan. Yeah, play some games, figure out who talks the most, and maybe make them the shot caller. So a really good draft from you guys. We really look forward to seeing you play in this upcoming season. Thanks for joining us, Dark Fox.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Hmm. And what is this? Do I see Batman in my chat right now? There's no way. We might have a special feature coming up here, perhaps a very special, near and dear to all of our hearts. Uh, Husky, how about you say some words to the people in chat here?
Yo, shout out Tony Vega, bro. You've just made me rich.
Hello, Husky.
Hello, everyone. Guess
You've
now I
made more
continue.
than one appearance this I thought you only said you would only do one appearance per draft.
Well,
Well, per season.
you see, so basically, I got wheeled out of my retirement home and I never got put back. So I've somehow stumbled back in here. And
Oh, okay, okay.
so next time, can you put me back in my retirement home and then pull me back out next season again? I need to be put home first.
Yeah, we
All
can do that.
right.
We're having a hard time tracking down your wheelchair to do that. So well, as soon as we find that, maybe we can buy you a new one with the generous donations that were from today. So we'll get you a wheelchair ASAP, and we'll get you back in your retirement home so you never have to make show your face again around here. But thanks for popping in, Husky. We really appreciate you and all that you do for this league. Thank you, sir.
No worries. I'll let you guys continue. I'll go on mute.
So
And
now we
finally,
have Mario.
we've been waiting for you, Mario. Thank you for joining us. Tell us about your Paralia and Young Cub pick. Flatter us, please. We need some encouragement in our lives. Mario. Mario, it helps to talk when you're unmuted, sir.
He did say he's a little bit shy. So
Yeah. Camera shy, Discord shy, and Twitch shy. It's really an unfortunate combination. Para, how about you do your best Mario impression and just tell us how he's feeling right now?
okay. It's me, Mario.
Wow, that was
I
good. Yeah.
I I am very good today, and I am excited for the season with my team. Past Nose, Squiddy, Oath, Daddy Oath, and Zexagon.
I think that was sounded just like Mario does. That was incredible. Uh, that was amazing. And I'm Mrs. Mario. I'm so well. You're not Mrs. Mario. I'm sorry, I just called you that. But Mario, thank you for your thoughts on this draft. I think we should wrap these things up. Sorry if we can't get all the captains in. We like to keep these things short and sweet. As all right,
Oh,
Giants,
we
come in
we do
here.
have
Last
Giants
person.
and we do have Chiron. So let's
Oh,
get him in
well,
here.
let's get him in here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull the sheep hook too soon. Giants, get your buns in here. Chiron, come on in too. We'll double you guys up. Chiron, thank you for joining.
Hello.
Sir, how you feeling about your draft? Good to hear from you. First pick. It's a lot of pressure, I know, but I think you did well. How are you feeling?
I'm excited to get all of this ambiguity figured out and figure out who goes where.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely noticed that in your draft. There's like five ADCs on your team. What are you gonna do? Who knows
Man,
who's
we're just
going
gonna run
where?
500s. They're all
I
strong.
think
First
it's the way
item
to
pin
do it.
size, skip starters. It's the play, man.
I believe it, and the tower push is going to be insane. And what is an objective when you have five ADCs?
Yeah,
Really loved your
it dies
draft. Really,
instantly.
exactly. You won't even take damage because you're doing so much damage. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Loved your draft though. Love that you popped in here. Are there any teams that you're worried about right now?
All of them.
Okay, be worried about all of them. I think this is just the humbleness coming out of
Real,
Chiron.
real underdog mentality.
All right. Well, we love a good underdog. We love to root for them. But Chiron is humble as always. I think he even coined himself the worst ADC once upon a
I
time.
did. It's a
And
role.
so
It's my only.
obviously
It's a
it's
special
his
role.
role. It's obviously not true. Don't listen to this guy. He's just extremely humble. Chiron, thank you for joining us. We're gonna keep moving on. I think Shantastic just joined. The lovely, the caster, the newcomer, the energy of the HFDL, perhaps. I don't know if I'm coining that too soon. But Sean, thanks for joining us. How you feeling, babe?
Feeling good. Um, Giants and I were both sitting here and just we got everything we needed, man. We had one pick snagged from us, but other than that, we got a solid team here.
I definitely agree. Do you care to share who this snagged pick was?
I don't think that we will, just
Okay,
because
keeping
we
it.
are happy with every player that's on our team.
Uh,
Especially shout out to the sixth player that I don't know was announced online. but we're going to be picking up Vamp as our sixth, who is going to be filling for me while I'm still in Europe for the
Oh,
first
I
2
see
weeks.
that. I see that. Lots of people going to Europe right now. I think Giants is in the chat here too. I think he was just in the
That's me,
UK.
baby. That's
That is
I'm
Giant
talking.
speaking. He has spoken. Giants from Europe. He has requested Vamps to be a sub for in Giant's place, and he will sub in just for the first 2 weeks. Yes.
Yeah. While I am still in Europe, I can't believe you didn't recognize my voice, dude. That's kind of fucked.
Dude, you're
Or
just kind of
sorry.
whispering, and I believe I was talking directly to Sean for a moment, but
It is it's midnight here, my guy, and everyone is sleeping.
just
So
talk louder. You're an American. We can do that. What do you mean?
I'm Canadian. Get it right.
You're North American, still making you a American. Come on now, get with the act. But
No.
Giants, it's great to hear from you as always, and I think a really solid draft coming from you guys.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of preparation. I think even Sean was surprised how prepared I was for this draft. I knew that there was a high chance of me getting pulled as a vice captain, so I had every single player eligible for draft ranked about a week before or 2 weeks before Premier draft, and then adjusted the lists for when Challenger was available. So it was definitely a long process, but it definitely paid off because we got a god quad. So
Yeah.
I totally believe that. Yeah, I think you guys have a really stacked squad, and it's really good to hear from both you guys. So thank you guys for joining us. Para, do we have anyone else that is wanting to join us?
I think Sean
Um.
wanted to say something real quick, actually.
Sean.
I
Oh,
apologize.
Mario
What?
first.
Want to take 2 seconds. First off, I'm glad Giants is my vice captain. Off rip, he's the only person that I even wanted as a vice captain. I would have had to really think about anybody else. But Giants being the goated vice captain, and I heard you were asking people, do we have shot callers? And we do. We have two of them. And on the off chance that we can't come to an agreement on either of their calls, that's when I'm going to step in and say we're going to go and do this one. So we have two shot callers on our team just to kind of make sure that things are rolling smoothly, but our team is stacked and ready to clap. And by the way, the 5D stands for dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
All right, I was wondering if it was. So a classic dodgeball movie reference there, and also, yeah, we all know Giants is just a phenomenal shot caller, really great on comms. And so, yeah, I think you have a great system in place already, and we're really looking forward to seeing you play, especially as a rookie and a captain. Similar to Chiron here, I'm just it's gonna be interesting to see how you guys fare against the seasoned veterans of the Husky Fang Draft League. So really excited to see how you play. Excited to see who goes where on your team, and yeah, just excited to see season 2 get started here soon, which is actually starting tonight. Premier draft at or premier game starting at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. It'll be the Slick Cat Boys versus Panic at the Discordia. So really excited to see this season get kicked off, and I myself will be playing in it. So be sure to tune in for your lovely caster myself. Humble brag here. But Sean, thank you for joining us, buddy. And Giants, great to hear from you. Safe travels home. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm going to bed. It is so late.
Night night. Sleep tight.
I'll be dreaming of
Uh,
you.
please dream of me. Mario, I think we're gonna be bringing up the rear here. Has your mic been fixed? How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well. Thank you for being the first to ask. Yeah, I think I want you to win this now because of you not only wanting to pick us, but also because you care about us. So thank you for that, and thank you for wanting to pick us. What was that all about?
You're welcome, guys. I mean, I knew I couldn't draft you guys, but I just wanted to show you guys some love, because uh, well, out of like all the stuff you do for us and stuff, I think you guys need to get a bit of appreciation. You know what I mean? So that's just me. So yeah.
Definitely. Well, we really do feel appreciated by you and by many others, and also especially by our very kind donors. But yeah, thank you for that so much. And so How are you feeling about your draft there? I think you have some really, really good picks, some really good synergy, and some really good communicators. Are you happy with who you got? Are you bummed? Are you excited? What are you feeling?
I'm happy about who I picked, you know. I had an original draft. It was gonna be I think it's gonna be anime, Tragic Fox, and I think Squid. Tragic was gonna be my first pick, but apparently I couldn't blink because the last team actually took Tragic at the last spot, last second. So that was
Yeah.
unfortunate. So
Mhm.
it's only until I watched back the stream and I saw anime got picked, so I wasn't too sure who to pick. So I just went with my third pick, which was Squid. I
Hmm.
played against him in the scouting games, and he played really well, and I liked how he played. So that's why he was in my mind for choosing him. Unfortunately, I didn't have Pest News with me, my vice captain, to think of who else to pick. So it was mostly just me thinking.
Definitely.
Um, I saw Oath open, and I was like, I know he's a really chill guy, and I think he played jungle or a lot of other roles. So I was
Hmm.
like, why not pick Oath? And
Yeah, he's a great player, Oath is, and he's a really great communicator. That's why I was kind of saying it seems like you guys have really good comms already just from knowing you guys. And I don't know if this was part of your thinking, but Oath is like head admin or whatever, so he'll just make you guys win, or he'll
yeah, no,
make
I
people
know
quit the
I
league.
know he's a really good player, but I also like him for his like mentality and stuff. He seems like a really nice dude. So
Absolutely, yeah. Don't be
and
fooled. He's not nice at all. I don't know why you're even saying that about him, but
that's all right, man. We can work around that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. We'll work on the oath. We're all
so
working on him slowly by nagging him and whatever. But I think that's a great pickup. And then your last pick there, I'm trying to remember who it was
it
now.
was Zex.
Yeah, I think that's a really strong late
So
pickup. I'm
I was
surprised he
I
went
was
so late
looking
in the
for an
draft.
ADC. So
Hmm.
I didn't know who on the list were ADCs. Like I really didn't know because there were so many limited people that I knew, like who played where. You know what I mean? So I went into the Discord and I was literally looking at people's bios to see where they played. So I saw Giant Dog and I saw Zex, but I saw Giant Dog was on he was on console, and I
Hmm.
saw Zex he was on PC. And personally, I think ADCs on PC are just better and they just hit their autos. So I was
Absolutely.
more voting for Zex. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I,
that's why I
I think
chose
that's
him.
a Yeah, I think that's such a good pick. Yeah, I think he's gonna really surprise you. I think he's it's almost criminal he went so late in the draft, and I think he's gonna have a lot of people to prove wrong because of that very reason.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for your time and have a great day.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
so
joining
much,
us.
Welcome, guys.
Mario, and I'm sorry for being your scuffed voice. But
That's all right.
thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. You're most welcome.
And Oath Oath thanks you for drafting him. So, um I think that wraps it up. We've got everyone that wanted to talk in here. So,
Yeah, sure enough.
uh
Hera,
wrap it
thank
up,
you so
Cup.
much for yeah. I'll do just that. Hera,
Mhm.
thank you so much for your generosity and your kindness in joining me. I couldn't have done this without you. I mean, maybe I could have because I do talk a lot, but it was made so much better thanks to you. So thank you for joining me. And thank you, Twitch chat and everyone in Discord. Thank you for joining us for the Challenger draft of the Husky Fang Draft League. We really appreciate everyone joining us and tuning in. And also, coming up soon here in an hour now, the again, I'm just going to plug my team and plug the premier game one against Lit Cat Boys and Panic at the Discordia. It should be an exciting set. Please tune in, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. So thanks for joining us, everyone, and have a good night.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, and we will see you next time.